Maryland's 6th Congressional District primary race is one of the most competitive and expensive in the country.
Democrats April McClain-Delaney and David Trone are vying for the seat. McClain-Delaney is the incumbent. Trone is trying to win back the seat he once held.
News 4's Darcy Spencer is speaking to both candidates today ahead of Election Day. She spoke to Trone about what separates him from his opponent.
David Trone is a wealthy businessman, co-founder of Total Wine. He wants his old job back to be the congressman from Maryland's 6th Congressional District, a seat he gave up to run unsuccessfully for the U.S. Senate. He said he's running on his record of passing legislation and bringing federal dollars back to Maryland.
Big message to voters is look at the facts. Don't be misled by all the BS, misled by the lies. The facts are my voting record. My ranking is the most effective member, passed 27 bills.
If you've been near a TV lately, chances are you've seen his ads.
Just one scary fact. April McClain-Delaney
attacking his fellow Democratic opponent, April McClain-Delaney, the incumbent. He's most critical of her vote in favor of the Laken-Riley Act, which requires the detention of undocumented immigrants for theft and violent crimes. Trone also has repeatedly said McClain-Delaney has voted with MAGA 22% of the time.
And her vote for that and the subsequent vote, like honoring Charlie Kirk, who was a racist, those are not votes that a Democrat should ever be taking.
Here's Governor Ron DeSantis with his friend David Trone.
In one of her ads, McClain-Delaney linked Trone to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a Republican. Trone said it was about their mutual support for term limits, and the ad distorts the facts.
Most of America supports term limits. Ron DeSantis supports term limits. He and I have spent 12 minutes together, 6 minutes on each network. That's the extent of my relationship with Ron DeSantis.
The 6th District includes parts of Frederick and Montgomery counties, as well as Western Maryland, which votes red. Trone said he's running as a progressive, but that he can work with some in the GOP.
I'm really good at finding Republicans that can see maybe a different reason than we have, but to support mental illness, to support criminal justice issues, to support folks struggling with addiction.
Trump spent $60 million on his bid for the Senate. In this race, both candidates are expected to spend in the $20 million range. His money, he says, buys independence and separates himself from his opponent.
When the money's coming from yourself, it's my dollars, people know that I can vote for whatever's best for the people in the 6th District, the folks in Maryland, and our country, because it's my dollars. No lobbyist money, no PAC money.
I asked Trone how he felt about Governor Wes Moore and other top Democrats in the state endorsing McClain-Delaney.
Really, frankly, it's a total non-issue for people to understand how politics works at the federal level.
With early voting underway and Election Day approaching, Trone also describes himself as the fighter who will best go against President Trump.
We're going to push back against that megalomaniac that's desecrated the White House and does a UFC fight for his own personal pleasure and has stolen $10 billion already from this world and from the Arab countries and Bitcoin and everything else.
Darcy Spencer, News 4.
Now, News 4 plans to speak to McClain-Delaney. Stay tuned for that report this time tomorrow.